Hello guys, welcome to this short tutorial video on how to format your MM101 project. Okay, first thing we'll do is we will set our paragraph format. So we'll go to home and we have normal up here. So we'll right click on that and modify. We suggest that you're formatting text, you either keep it to Times New Roman or Calibri body. For this example, I'll use Times New Roman, and the size, keep it to 12. Make sure that your normal text is in italics and that the paragraph structure is justified. Now if you guys want to play around with the spacing, you can. So for this I will use a medium spacing, and the spacing between paragraphs I might increase it a bit. Make sure you don't indent. Once we're happy with the paragraph format, we'll click OK. And we can go through our project and set everything to normal. So just select the paragraph or select anywhere in the paragraph and click normal, and it'll set it to the normal format that you've just made. Okay, we'll do the same to set up our heading format. So we'll go to right click on heading 1, modify. Our heading, we'll keep it black. The text, if your body of the paragraphs are in Times New Roman, then use a heading that is in Times New Roman as well. Try and keep uniformity. The text size, it either goes from 12 to 16. For heading number 1, I'll select 16. I'll make sure it's bold. And if you want to know how to apply this blue underline, or this underline that goes all the way across, go to Format, Border, and you can see that I've selected the bottom. Set the color to black. Click OK. Okay. Once you're happy with the format, maybe I'll just increase a bit of space between the paragraph and this heading. Once you're happy with that, click OK. So now you can select all of your heading ones, so all of your main headings, and set them to the new format. Okay, you'll notice that there's a subheading here, brief overview. Now to make a new heading for the brief overview, we'll go to heading 2, we'll modify that. Make sure that you keep it black. The size for heading 2, I'll keep it at 14. I'll bold and just underline the heading. Text Times New Roman. Once I'm happy with that, maybe I just increase a bit of spacing. Once I'm happy with that, click OK. Now you select your heading number 2 and apply heading number 2. If your sentence is already in caps or your words are already in caps, the heading will automatically make lowercase. So make sure that the beginning of each of your words is set to capital if you're doing your headings. The brief overview, history, so on and so forth for the rest of your project. Okay. Once we've done that, then we can start to set up the page format. So make sure that in your layout, your size is set to A4. Also make sure that your pages don't have borders. We recommend that you don't include borders. So we'll just select everything. And in design, page borders, and we'll select none. Just to make sure that there are no page borders. Okay, now between each of the major headings, we want to make sure that there is a space. So introduction will have 1 page, problem statement will have 1 page, design brief will have 1 page. To do that, we select the end of the last sentence of each of the headings. So for the end of introduction, at the end we'll go Insert, Page Break. Now that's one way you can do it, or you have to go to Layout, Breaks, and first one, Page. That'll automatically make your problem statement start on the next page. Do the same for all of your headings. And all the way through your report. Now we want to set up the page numbers. So to do that, we go to Insert, Page Number, and Format Page Numbers. We have different options here. We'll start at 1 and click OK. Now to modify the page numbers, we can go to Insert, Footer, and go to Edit Footer. We have the different options here. Now you can see that our first page is different. It doesn't have a page number. That's because different first page. So we'll deselect that. Now page numbers will start from page 1 on page 1. You can also set up your page number where it's going to be. So bottom of the page, you have multiple different options. I'll select bottom right corner. There's the footer. Now we're ready to introduce a table of contents. So to do that, we go to References, Table of Contents, and you'll see that our table of contents, because we use different headings, it'll automatically develop a table of contents for us. So you can choose whichever one you want. I'll go for this one. And it includes all of our different headings and subheadings. I want to make a sectional break between the introduction and the table of contents. So I'll go to Layout, Breaks, and Next Page. What that essentially does is it means that the first page, or the table of contents, is a different section to the rest of the body, which means I can apply a different numbering system. Now that we've applied a sectional break, we want to make sure that the table of contents, like in most books, has a different numbering system. So the Roman numerals numbering system. So it's different from our main project. To do that, we will go to Insert, we'll go Footer and Edit Footer. And you can see right now that our table of contents is number 1 and our introduction is page 2. To change that, we don't want it to link to the previous. So what that essentially means is it breaks the link. So we will stop the link, and for here we will go to page number, edit page numbers, continues from previous section. We don't want to select that. We'll go start at and enter number 1. So now our introduction is page 1. And you'll see that we also have page 1 for table of contents, and we want to make this Roman numerals. So we will go again, page number, edit page numbers, and you have different types of numbering formats. And we want to select Roman numerals. Okay. So now table of contents has a different numbering system to the rest of our body of our report or our project. Once we're happy with that, we can close header and footer. Remember to always include a cover page. And to do that, we can just insert cover page. You have different built-in options. I'll just select this one. So this is the cover page for our project, and table of contents. Remember to keep saving as you go along. So now that we've done all the page formatting, let's start setting up some of our references. So we'll go to references. The style, we're using IEEE. Go to manage sources, create a new source, and you have lots of different options, book sections, depending on where you're getting your information from. So I will do one example of a book. So make sure you enter the full name, the title, this is just an example. Year 2021, city, and publisher. Once I'm happy with that, okay. So now we have one source. You can add another source. So for this, I will go for a website. Again, enter the author, the name of the web page, production company. You may not have all this information from the web page that you take your information from. That's fine, just fill in whatever sections you can. 20 month that it was uploaded, so May, day, random day, the year that it was the day that it was accessed. So today is the 23rd, month is May, sorry, year is 2021, day is 23rd. URL, you can just paste whatever URL you want, so I'll just take a random URL. Okay, so now we have two sources. You can close this. And if throughout your text you have referenced a bit of information from one of those two sources that you've already entered, so make sure that you enter the reference just before the end of the sentence. Now we go to insert citation, and you have your two options here. Okay, so this one here is the book or the website, and this one here is the book. So just select whichever one, and it'll automatically reference for you. Now let's say at the end of this sentence, I got this from 2, so on and so forth. MS Word will automatically order it according to where the reference occurs. Okay, so if you reference this bit of information first, it'll have an index number of 1. Reference this bit second, it'll have an index number of 2. And that'll help us when we go and insert our reference. So our references, at the end of everything, we go to bibliography and we select references. And it'll automatically update a reference table for us. So that's how you reference using MS Word. Now I'll show you guys how to caption your pictures. Okay, so let's look for an image. Right. So let's select this picture. We go to insert caption. It's a figure. And we can enter the caption. So June buggy 1. Insert below. That's fine. Just go to home. Click OK. So now it's inserted a caption. We can go to home. Just check that we can maybe edit our formatting for caption. So we'll go modify, make sure that it's black. We can set it to italics. Times New Roman, that's fine. Text should be a little bit smaller, that's okay. Okay, so now this is our formatting for our captions.